Hey, let me jump in there real quick because you are definitely muted, bro. So we are live.
God is crazy. Can you hear me?
Yep. Well, I'm gonna just stay in here now.
Yeah, we plural. We are live. I don't know what the heck just happened. I guess my microphone is just as sick as I am. I just had to catch a pause before we jumped into the world of news. What's going on, JB?
Was handing Poppy Ortiz. Hey, we got some stuff happening. Things is heating up, and I love every bit of it. I love the end of the football season because things is going crazy. It's still a lot on the line in NFC. The AFC is kind of working itself out.
Well, not necessarily. We are living in a world of what shall we do without Kansas City? But
That's true. That is
that,
true.
that the
But
AFC South is still dictating some places. And can Baltimore make a comeback on Pittsburgh, or not much of a
speaking,
comeback? Pittsburgh is not running away with it.
you know what? Speaking of Baltimore, let's go ahead and bring the our resident Baltimoreite in here because he look a little upset.
No.
It wasn't where I was going to start, but you guys are only a game out.
I mean,
the way we
was
playing, we
very
might as well be 3 games out.
Yeah,
We can't finish. We can't finish.
Well, y'all shut down a good Cincinnati offense. So that means
Without T. Higgins
around.
and Joe Burrow having a mental health crisis right now. That's not Joe Burrow that we know. I mean, I appreciate the win, but like I said, I don't know what's going on. I know Lamar's hurt, and I don't know what it's going to take for him other than sitting down to heal up. So
he's out and sick as well. He missed
I know,
practice
right?
due to illness. I guess it's that change of weather.
I change the weather get you every time.
But everybody keeps saying if this is Buffalo's best chance to win the AFC. Are we agreeing to that? No Cincinnati, no Kansas City, quite possibly no Baltimore.
Yeah,
I mean that's their biggest Achilles heel, so it's quite possible.
It's possible, but they need to worry about New England right now.
They just took care of New England, right?
That was one game. That was one game because earlier in the season, New England took care of them. So I still think, and honestly, New England should have won that game. They had it, they just couldn't finish.
Right.
New England has only been playing well in that first half. They struggle in that second half. I don't think they outside of that long Trevion Henderson touchdown run, they didn't do anything on the offensive side of the ball in that second half of the game.
Yeah, they didn't. Nothing at all.
Further lets me know, like I said a couple weeks ago, New England will be one and done.
One and done, like the Usos.
That's yeah. Now the other problem is also, Josh Allen want to see the Houston Texans again. Not the way they were ringing his bell. They were ringing up like it was fresh fries coming out the fryer. They were ringing his tail up.
Well, Houston is seems to be the hottest team out there in the AFC right now.
Getting healthy at the right time.
If they can figure out how to move the ball on the offensive side of the ball. They use Nico Collins. They use Dalton Schultz. The run game is still getting them about 60 yards, not much.
Right.
That's it. That's all Houston got on offense. So do they have enough to make a run?
Well, I mean, Schultz is looking pretty good, and the young kid Higgins, he's been a real good bright spot in there as well. But that defense is keeping them in games like nobody business. They look amazing.
Is Jacksonville for real? Coming off a Trevor Lawrence 6-touchdown game. They just re-signed Jacoby Myers long-term 3-year extension, 20 years, $60 million, $40 million guaranteed. Brian Thomas Jr. is just finally becoming Brian Thomas Jr. that he was. Prior to that, Etienne is running like he's a number one running back again.
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Talk to me about Jacksonville Jaguars, JB.
All the stuff that you just said is the reason why people are jumping on Jacksonville's bandwagon. Now, will they continue doing it? Will they have a follow-up game? I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a follow-up game. I don't know if he's gonna have a 6 touchdown game this week. Not against the Denver Broncos. He gonna be running for his life just a little bit, and ATN might be shut down some. But I do think that they're poised to. I'm not gonna say make a deep run in the playoffs, but they poised to try to make some noise, and they have a young team, so they poised to be doing this for a few years to get it together until they can decide on how they go proceed, and hopefully they don't move to London. So
I'll ask y'all a question. With the 4th seed, pretty much will be the winner of the AFC North. Then the 5th seed is the first one. The first will be the second place in the AFC South. So both Houston and Jacksonville's records are up there. Wouldn't you want to not win the division so you can play Pittsburgh or Baltimore in the first round?
I mean, if Baltimore make it, but yeah, because
No, I'm saying, whoever was, they're only a game away from the division. You know.
No, I get you're absolutely right, and you bring up a good point. That's definitely who you want to see in the first round. You want to try to break it out to where you have what on paper seems like will be the easiest path, because they seem like they're falling apart late in the season. So
because I'm gonna throw it out there. If I'm the Patriots, I will give up the division to Buffalo and fall to that 5th seed. So I'm playing Pittsburgh in the first round. Because you think about it, they get that 2nd seed. They're looking at the Chargers, or you know what I'm saying? It's you got Broncos 1, Patriots 2. Patriots, and I keep saying it, they're one and done. You know, they're good, but they're not better than the elite good. And the playoffs is just the top 7 teams.
Right.
So you're looking at, is it going to be Houston, Jacksonville, Chargers? 2 out of those 3 teams are going to be wild card teams.
Yeah.
3 of those teams are all better than the Patriots.
Right.
That is true.
That's what I'm saying. And the other team being Buffalo. So if I'm the Patriots, I don't know. I think I might lose out and just get a wild card. So I'm not dealing with the Chargers in the first round, or I'm not dealing with Jacksonville.
But they want home field. You know how they love having home field in the playoffs.
Over here where it's cold and snow.
Definitely helps them. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially playing a Chargers team that's coming from California, where it's warm and sunny.
Right.
Well, Harbaugh kept his team on the East Coast last playoff. If I remember correctly, they didn't travel back to California. They kept them on the East Coast so they can travel. They can stay in that cold weather.
Get acclimated, right?
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So we mentioned pretty much 7 teams already, right? We kind of figured the winner of the Steelers Ravens will take the division. There'll be no wild card there. That leaves out 1 team that's still in it, and it's only 1 game away, and that is led by Grandpa Rivers, 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who they gave up 6 field goals to Seattle. So they were still in that game, and they win that game. They put themselves in a good position, but they didn't. Are we now discounting out the Colts?
I mean, you bring a 44-year-old man from the house when you're trying to make a playoff run. That's really nothing to count, really, right now. You better pray that he can make it to the end of the season at this point, because sooner or later you're gonna run into somebody who's gonna ring that bell.
And quite honestly, you already brought it up. You said you talked about Jacksonville and Houston. The Indians in the same division with them, so somebody gotta come in third.
But you know what's crazy? They're ahead of Baltimore by 1 game, and at this point, if they win out, they would get in. If Baltimore doesn't, if something doesn't happen and Baltimore doesn't get in front of them.
So if Baltimore don't win the division, then Indigo.
They're basically out.
Yeah,
they're gonna be out.
Well, like I said, that division is only going to have one team, and it's crazy because before the season started, what did we say? That division was the toughest one in the AFC, and Cincinnati, due to early injuries, and even a healthy Burrow, that defense was pretty bad. Ravens, we still don't know what they are this year. We still don't know. They can lose out, they can win out, they're winning in spite of bad play.
Right.
We don't know what this Ravens team is, and
they don't know what it is either.
The Steelers, who are only good enough to finish above 500, but not good enough to win a playoff game.
Always.
So with that being said, I remember about 3 weeks ago, they was calling for the firing of Mike Tomlin. Is that fair?
No, that's ludicrous. Straight ludicrous. And that dude ain't getting fired.
So you don't think it might be time for them to make a move, make a change?
They only had 3 head coaches in their whole organization time.
They have, but I mean,
they're not going to move on.
At some point, you got to be tired of living mediocrely. You know what I'm saying? Because just being 9-8 every year, that ain't what we're trying to do.
But you know, at some point. But on the flip side, you don't think that's management above him who's bringing? He's not the GM,
right?
You know, he's playing. Yeah, Mitchell Rudolph, Mitchell Trubisky. You know, quarterbacks that can't play nowhere else but in Pittsburgh, and still ended up being above 500 with these guys.
Yeah,
they were 500 with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields last year, and look where both of them are this year. Totally lost.
Yep. Old man Ripper. Aaron out there, and he lifted them up. And it's hard to believe that they are playing the way they're playing right now with 40-plus-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
That has to be a hats off or kudos to Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
regardless of what the roster looks like, they traded away a wide receiver 1 in George Pickens on a team that needs a wide receiver. And we all know that Mike Tomlin doesn't play with knuckleheads.
Right.
And they got a better record than the Cowboys do.
Well, I mean, was he a good fit in Pittsburgh when he was there?
He doesn't be a good fit in Dallas either.
He definitely is a good fit.
In the last 2-3 games, he's
I was going to say, have you even seen him in the last 2 games? Do anything?
He's not even finishing routes. He's just there.
He's just there.
And that's the reason. That's the reason why Pittsburgh was like, "Let's go ahead and let you go."
And the sad part is, I don't think I've ever seen anybody fumble the bag as badly as he's fumbling the bag right now.
Because he was playing himself into a decent contract, but now he's looking like he's gonna get franchised.
Yeah, he's about to get broke off. He's gonna get paid.
He getting ready to catch that franchise tag.
I don't get what's going on that side, but we got 3 games, 3 weeks left of football.
3 weeks.
So with that being said, before we move on to the NFC, who will be left out of the AFC?
I think the Colts.
If my Baltimore Ravens can get their stuff together, it'll be the Colts.
And they started out super hot. They was number 1 in the AFC for the first 8-9 weeks.
So it's a 2-part question, I'm guessing. So who's going to win the AFC North? The loser is out, right? And then the Colts is the other wild card team that's going to be out.
Right.
So who's winning the North?
I think I think Baltimore pulls it off right at the end. I think Baltimore is going to win the North.
I'm praying because the last game of the season is Baltimore in Pittsburgh, and it's for all the marbles. So I'm praying we can do it. Fingers are crossed. I have, you know me, I'm a rock with my boys. I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
So Baltimore got New England this weekend.
Yes.
Since we're on that subject, you got Baltimore beating New England on Sunday night?
In a close one. I think they win.
Because it's almost a must win.
It is a must win. It's a must win.
So here's why I'm telling you why it's must win. Because they go to Green Bay next week.
Exactly. But the thing is, will Christian Watson be able to play? Will Josh Jacobs be on the field?
I don't think the Green Bay offense is what y'all worried about. The Ravens offense is what y'all should be
Well, the thing is, though, we can play defense good enough to subsidize, to kind of circumvent that team, because now Michael Parsons gone. So now,
so you're trying to make it a 13-7 type game?
I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Green Bay's pull off a close one there too.
Green Bay's, they just put up 40 points on Denver.
That was with Christian Watson before he got hurt.
No, Josh
got hurt that game.
Touchdowns, 100 yards. Josh Jacobs went off.
And that's what I just said. If Josh Jacobs is there, or is he not? Because he's hurt too. Every week he's on the report.
He questioning me right now.
Every week Lamar Jackson on the report.
He really is, and he's killing me. But also Christian Watson is on the report, and he's not looking good for this week. So it depends, because he's the one that make that offense really go. Honestly, to me, I think he's the battery that gets it going.
But
Rob, let me ask you this though:
4-1. They went 4-1-1 without him to start the season.
Right?
Yeah, they did. But when he came back, he opened that offense wide open.
Rob, let
Super Bowl ready.
Let me ask you this: is Derrick Henry on the report? Because I ain't heard nothing from him.
You know how many yards Derrick Henry has this year? 1,100 yards rushing.
1,100.
Yeah, he's still having 1,000 yards. We just don't see it, but he has over 1,000 yards.
He only gets it's sporadic. Last week, I was sitting up there going off, but then I looked, he had over 100 yards last week.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that's crazy.
It just doesn't look right. It looks crazy.
He just ain't getting the touchdowns. Must be.
I think he only has like 4 or 5 touchdowns though. All season.
Yeah, he's not getting touchdowns. He's getting the yards. There's no touchdowns.
There's no touchdowns.
This year has been a weird year as far as the offense is concerned. There's only been 5 quarterbacks that average more than 250 yards passing.
That's insane.
We went from 16 to 5.
Who's one of the two, Caleb?
Stafford. Hold on. Stafford, Nix, the
Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May. Josh Allen.
Really?
I
would think Caleb Williams, because he's been saying
no. Caleb Williams
he's almost at 4,000, right?
No, Caleb Williams is not over 250.
Really?
And Dak Prescott.
Dirty Dak.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, Dakota
Dak Prescott actually lead the league in passing.
Oh, that's insanity.
Yeah.
Wow.
True insanity.
Learn something new every day.
They ain't got no running game, I guess.
Yeah. So there's only 5 quarterbacks, and Caleb Williams is not one of them.
I give a shout out to my dude KB. My dude KB in the chat, just talking it up. Give a shout out real quick.
With no Michael Parsons, I'm very curious to see what that defense looks like this weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. They got Chicago on Saturday.
That's going to be a good game.
Early game on Saturday. I know that's one of them for a fact. The number 1 seeded Chicago Bears. Just want to throw it out there.
No, they dropped back.
The Rams won. No, Chicago's they're head of division. Sorry,
they're head of division.
Yeah. The Rams are number 1. Chicago's number 2.
Yeah,
sorry.
But the only issue is
they've been doing this. So
Roma Dunze is out this week.
He's out,
and so is Luther Burden.
And I hope they both remain out for next Sunday as well.
I think this week will be the DJ Moore show.
Ooh.
And Loveland.
That tight end.
Well,
I think they both are going to go berserk.
We'll see how the Bears go, but I think they're going to work the ground. I think it's going to be
one of those,
run game.
Swift 100 yards, Monange 100 yards.
Yeah, I would pound that.
Games.
Pound that rock. Yeah,
Keep
they
the
need
ball
to
away from Caleb Williams.
That would definitely be real smart.
Yeah, that should be interesting as well. I was trying to get these stats for Caleb Williams. He is averaging 225.
He's right under there, huh?
Yep.
So you're right there.
So
man, it'd be great if we had a statistician.
Yeah, he's working them oil fields right now.
Oil fields? I thought he was slinging them vacuums.
Yeah, them Kirby's ain't going to sell himself. He's on the oil field selling Kirby's.
Oh, he in the oil field slinging them Kirby's. Oh, my bad.
Anthony Richardson is opening practice Monday. Maybe back next weekend. The coach.
AR-15, baby.
They need something. Eagles and Commanders close out. They start the action Saturday at 4:00. Eagles win. Cowboys will be officially eliminated. So they're already eliminated from wild card contention. They're still in it when it comes to the division. So that pretty much sums up that the Cowboys season is over with.
Yeah, the only way they can get in is winning the division.
Yeah, Eagles got to lose out and Cowboys got to win out, which
it's very possible with the Eagles.
Going on the NFC side, I think it's a good noon game. The Cowboys are welcoming the Chargers to Dallas this weekend. I think this is more of a test of the Chargers, see if they can keep up offensively. Because I'm assuming it's going to be a shootout in Dallas. Agreed?
Yeah, ain't no defense getting played in that game.
Yeah.
Someone has to win the division in the NFC South game. The Buccaneers got the Panthers both at 7-7 this weekend. Come on, somebody got. Right? Somebody has to win.
Like, what you mean we in the number one spot? Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Change it.
That's crazy.
But that's the tail of that division, though. All the time, like if it's not Tampa, it's almost like, okay, who's going to win this? Because it seems like nobody wants to win.
Right.
They don't want it. Nobody wants it. Hell, Tampa didn't want it.
Yeah, they don't seem. And what has happened to the rookie on Tampa? Because he's like been basically a ghost.
Well, they brought back the old folks. He still has 60 yards last week.
But
he acquired 60 yards, but he had 60 yards. They had 60
yards. Mike Evans was Mike Evans last week.
They forced feed Mike Evans because they're trying to see him.
And then Godwin had a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Right.
So he showed up as well. So
they still trying to figure out
number 1 to number 4 because also Jalen McMillan returned his first game of the year.
Right.
Last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Luka literally went from 1 to 4 on the depth chart.
Right. And they sitting there trying to force feed Mike Evans because they don't want his streak to be broken, but he missed too many games already.
Yeah, he ain't making it down.
He ain't making 1,000 yards this year.
Sorry. No, not unless he get 500 yards in the next 2 games apiece.
I think he's still going to be short.
The Steelers are
traveling.
The Steelers are traveling to Detroit, so that might be good for the Ravens if somehow the Lions, not somehow, but if the Steelers lose to Detroit and then the Ravens beat the Patriots, then they'll find themselves again tied for first place in the AFC North.
Detroit should win that game.
Detroit should be upset at how they lost last week.
They continue to fumble.
If there was ever a disappointing team this year, I actually will put that on Detroit.
You have to. They look terrible.
I would. They have 2 number 1 running backs, and losing Laporta is not an excuse for the way they played because they were losing with him.
Right. Exactly.
And but you made so much about not having Aiden Hutchinson, and Aiden Hutchinson is back in. So
we got the Bills and the Browns, and with Josh Allen being the scrambler, Myles Garrett's only 1 away from tying.
1.5, ain't it?
1.
He's 1 from tying, 2 from breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave him the full one because
that's right. He had a half.
They gave him a half. They took the full away because he was at 2, but they took a full away and gave him a half, so he had 1.5 last game.
So he needs that 1.5, right? 1.5, right?
He had 21.5, so he's 1 away from tying yet. So yeah.
If only the statistician was here.
Oh,
Myles Garrett has 21.5. The record is 32.5, right?
Yeah, one behind the record. So you was right.
Yeah, so one. I was right. Yeah, he's one behind.
Statistician out there. I guess it's
right.
time.
Yeah, he's one behind from tying, 2 away from breaking the record. And I would like him to do it in 2 games. That way, people can't say, "Oh, you had an extra game, so you got more sacks." Just to kind of shut folks up there. But there's ever a time to do it is Josh Allen, who,
if he can get to Josh Allen,
yeah,
put him on his back.
Well, again, Houston got you 5 times, so you might want to brace yourself because Myles Garrett going to do everything in his power to break that record this weekend. I'm quite sure.
Oh yeah,
because if he doesn't, I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers because he's going to destroy him.
Oh my God, he's a dead man walking next week.
Aaron Rodgers go die. He need to go in the darkness retreat now.
He's going to go from 21.5 to 24, even just against Aaron Rodgers.
He might want to just go ahead and say, you know what? I think my sciatica is kicking in. I don't think I'm gonna make it next week. Mason Rudolph, don't roll like that, brother.
And if they put him in there, you know it's over with. That record is broke. That record is broke. He'll be standing at 29.5 sacks by the end of that game.
The game of the week, though, is tonight, actually. The LA Rams travel to Seattle. Both teams 11-3.
Yes.
Seattle wins. They have the faith is in their hands to win a division. Who you guys got? Rams, Seahawks?
Until the foolishness started happening with Pookie and Devontae Adams, I would have said it was going to be the Rams. But right now, I'm going to go with Seattle.
I will also take Seattle in that, probably for different reasons, but I do think that Seattle can pull it off. It's a tough NFC West, and they still playing for the first place in the NFC West and the number 1 seed. Yeah. So I think it makes better cinema if Seattle wins, because now you have so much stuff happening, so many things happening at the end of the season. So I'm gonna go with Seattle winning this game.
Here's what threw me off last week. Seattle just scoring 6 field goals.
Crazy.
Having the best wide receiver statistically in the game in Jackson Smith and Jigba. Not understanding why the offense couldn't really move the ball.
It was going to Cooper Kupp.
Something about the offense was just so stagnant. And here's where I'm hesitant. If that same offense shows up tonight, Stafford's going to put up 5 touchdowns by himself. Because it doesn't even matter who's catching on the other side. Kobe Parkinson is playing like he's the best tight end in the game. We know he's not, but he's been catching a touchdown a game. Puka going to get his 100 yards and his 10 catches. Yeah. Tutu is coming back from injury. He's back. Blake Corum is playing like the little man possessed. Just
a man.
Crazy reason. They could afford to go 6 field goals against the Colts. They can't afford to go 6 field goals against the Rams. That's what I'm saying.
Not at all.
So something has to give, and it might be home field advantage that might help them out. That 12th man in Seattle, but I got the Rams winning it out. I think the MVP, aka Matthew Stafford, will lead the way. He's been playing lights out just as much.
I think this is gonna be the first game because historically this year, Matthew Stafford, the game after he's thrown an interception, he does not throw another interception for a few games, and he comes out and throws at least 3 touchdowns. I think this will be the first game that he follows a game with interceptions where he has another interception. I do think he throws at least 1 tonight. I think that defensive front will get to him once or twice and have him kind of rattled a little bit. The season is kind of wearing down, and that's where it was. Matthew Stafford hadn't gotten touched a whole lot this year, so he's had time to let his back heal up and everything else. So I think they go get to him a little bit, and they might rattle him up.
Obviously, not having Devontae Adams, who's out for tonight, is a huge deal.
And he's a goal line threat every time they get to the goal line. They do the same exact play. Is their version of the tush push. Vontae to the corner.
Yeah. He's done for the regular season, right? Or
no, he's just week to week. They haven't put him
so just this game.
They actually said
hamstring though.
They actually said if they were playing on Sunday, he might have made a go of it. It was just a short week.
Yeah.
But I grabbed my hamstring when I saw that because we getting up there in age where things just give out.
I know.
I was a little bit worried about that. We discussed the AFC side of the playoff house. Let's briefly discuss the NFC side of the house, which I'm not necessarily worried about who will finish 1, 2, 3, and 4, because obviously all those are mix and match. We got the Rams, Bears, Eagles, and whoever decides to finally win a game between the Panthers and Bucks. Seattle, San Francisco, I think.
Green Bay.
I still believe San Francisco. Yeah, I don't want to say it, but I think they're a lock. Detroit got to figure some stuff out, being 8-6.
They really do.
Yeah, because Green Bay got the 7 right now, right?
Green Bay is sitting at 7, yes, because of that tie.
And after tonight, San Francisco moves to 5, and whoever loses goes to 6.
Well, wait, what? No.
Yeah.
No.
At least until Monday, depending on
can't do that. You know why? Because both the Rams and the Seahawks both got 11 victories, while Niners got 10.
That's what I said. Until Monday, whoever wins Monday, if the 49ers win Monday, then they definitely go to 5. But because they'll have a tie record, they'll both be 11.
But you said regardless of who loses, you said regardless of what happens tonight, 49ers will move up to 5. Not tonight.
It's gonna happen. That's
the same thing. They can still lose Monday. They can still lose on Monday.
They could. They're playing Indy with Old Man Rivers.
Old Man Rivers.
Are we counting out the Detroit Lions?
They counted themselves up.
Yeah, they did it to themselves.
They literally have to win out, and by winning out, they would beat in the final game. They would beat Chicago, and possibly put themselves in a good position. So that would make them 11-6.
Right. So yeah,
so they have Chicago, depending on how they look in those weeks as well, because Chicago they have Green Bay coming up. If they win that,
they got 49ers next week.
They got 49ers next week, which now that I think about it, I don't know if Chicago could win that for some reason, even though their defense is number 1 in the NFL with takeaways. Excuse me, talking about takeaways. I think
the 49ers got a tough road. I think their easiest game is the Colts, which we didn't predict that a couple weeks ago. We thought the Colts, that was going to be a tough matchup, but 49ers got the Colts, Bears, and Seahawks to finish out their season.
That's a meaningless game.
That's a rough ending.
That's a rough patch right there. Really rough road.
That is very tough. I was talking to Rob right before we started live, talking to the whole world. Amir, I was telling them that there is a way for them to still end up with the number 1 seed. They would basically have to win out, and Seattle would have to win tonight. If that happens, they end up with the number 1 seed, because that means they would end up beating the Bears, which is the other team that they will be kind of tied with, and they beat Seattle again in week 18, which they would probably and more than likely flex to Sunday night game. So they would end the season with 3 primetime games.
They announced there's no more flexing of games.
No more. Oh well.
Yeah. They already changed all the games they wanted to already, flex wise.
Well, But yeah, so I mean that week 18 game, if they were to win the next two and Seattle wins tonight, then that would be basically for all the marbles in the NFC.
So the Rams winning tonight puts them in great position. Agreed.
If the Rams win tonight, they are a lock for they win the NFC West. If they win tonight, they clinch it.
Done deal.
But what if they lose their last two games?
They may not be the number one seed no more, but they still will clinch the division, I think.
Granted, right? I don't see them losing to the Falcons and the Cardinals. So
they won't. Yeah. They won't. Yeah, they're in a really good spot right now.
So yeah, the best chance for them to lose again this season, this regular season, is against the Seahawks tonight. But I mean, it did lose to the Panthers, so
I don't know. Something about that Panthers squad. They pull some magic out every now and then. And Bryce Young get out there wheeling and dealing, and they put something together. And that run game's been vicious for them dudes. Like Dowdle's looked really good this season, and Chuba Hubbard has just been chugging along in Chuba.
Yep.
So
I don't think nobody saw it happening the way it happened with them.
There's no way you could tell me you knew this was going to happen.
Well, that is your NFL playoff picture. Moving on to the NBA briefly, where a tournament just ended in that aspect, where the Knicks won the in-season NBA Emirates Cup.
Make sure you say it right now. The sodomizing Knicks.
Yeah, they definitely right after that invited Dwight Howard to come and join their team. You got that touching butts.
That was unnecessary. You went all the way down to the thumb knuckle. You went all the way down to the thumb knuckle.
Like, oh, that was AI. That wasn't no AI. That was on live television.
That was no AI. That was too much.
But they do that all the time. I didn't see them in interviews doing that all the time. You know, they was college teammates, so they
don't care. That's the worst.
Real comfortable with each other.
That's a level of comfort I don't never want to see ever.
But meanwhile, Karl Anthony Towns is very upset that they're not including him in the reindeer games.
Exactly.
He said they're calling me Rudolph out here. Why they don't want to put me in the reindeer games, y'all?
He want to put on. He want to get on. I was just like, what is happening right now on Prime TV?
On national.
Lord, everybody watching.
Anyway,
anywho,
are the Knicks a viable candidate to win the NBA season?
They can pull it up from the rear.
I had
to. It was just wide open. I had to do it.
There's never been a team to win the Emirates Cup and the NBA Finals, NBA championship in the same season.
No, I'm not.
So,
look, another reason why I didn't want that damn cup.
Long as OKC Thunder are running around here right now, no. Thunder is a well-oiled machine. They are insane.
But I will say, the Knicks don't have a whole lot to contend with in the East right now, because there's a lot of people that's hurt and people ain't really doing where you would think they would be. They're not being where you would think they would.
Right. When does Tatum get back?
He's wanting to come back this month, actually, and they told him no.
Why they told him no? Don't be telling the man no. You trying to
they probably want to let him rest and get him all the way up to a full 100%.
Well, it's easy the fact that they, like JB said, there's nothing much to contend with. They're going to make the playoffs, so why rush them back?
Why rush them back?
That's true.
Yeah.
If anything, bring him back after the All-Star break and just let him play sporadically, and then get his minutes up before the playoffs start.
Management, baby.
So I don't really understand that aspect. There's so much going on. Trae Young is back on the court tonight after missing a long period of time. We're still waiting on Giannis, whether he's coming back or not.
Giannis.
So
Giannis.
Milwaukee is definitely headed towards a rebuild franchise. There's not much to talk about when it comes to the NBA quite yet.
Giannis gonna be with the Knicks. The Knicks are trying to make some trades.
Well, they can, but they don't want to break up that nucleus either.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a OG Anunoby or a Mikal Bridges to leave for Giannis.
I know
that squad.
Yeah, I know they've been offering up Dante DiVincenzo.
Like he plays in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Huh?
He plays in Minnesota, so they can't offer him up.
Yeah. And plus, even if they could, there ain't nobody gonna take it.
He does play in. Who's the other guy? Never mind. I thought I saw a report talking about him. I don't know. No. I know they're trying to get Jose Alvarado. They're trying to bring the Puerto Rican to New York, trying to bring him back home.
Yeah, they can get him for a second round pick. They don't need to trade any players for Alvarado.
It makes no sense to take second round picks. That second round picks are worthless in the NBA.
What do you mean? Bronny James was the best second round pick ever.
Who?
Brian James?
Bronny.
I heard what you said, but I'm going in a different direction. Brian James was pretty good. Him and
they still don't let that boy play.
LiAngelo Ball.
LiAngelo. Not swerve with the corner bowl.
The rapper.
Well, we're going to move on from that. The college playoffs start this weekend. Alabama is going to be the last team in, first team out.
Punched in the mouth.
As they play Oklahoma tomorrow night.
Yeah, I got 4 tickets to the Sugar Bowl, by the way.
Not the Sugar.
Who's playing in the Sugar Bowl?
That's a great question.
I have no idea. It's in New Orleans. They give them free tickets all the time.
Yeah, they gave me free tickets to the Cotton Bowl, and I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I got free tickets to the New Orleans Bowl, too. I was like, all right, well, if y'all say so.
Yeah, Alabama, I don't know what's going on with Tuck Simpson. We can't run the ball, and my O-line is trash. I'm afraid we can win, and I'm going to root for them. But if that O-line doesn't give Tuck Simpson time and Ryan Williams is not seen on the field catching something, it'll be an early exit. And the worst part is these fans are screaming, let coach go. You don't need to be there no more. We need a better coach. Let's go out and get Jeremy Pruitt. So that dude is the best coach we can get right now. And he's doing a good job.
A couple of weeks ago, there was, he the best ever.
Right. But you know how they are. They fickle. These are some of the most fickle fans I've ever seen.
So fickle.
And so the man has done a great job. He's recruiting extremely well. They need to calm down because Michigan is still hot on the trail. They want Ryan. They want Kalen DeBoer badly. So
they can't calm down. They too busy. They mad because people tell them they can't kiss their cousin. The Sugar Bowl will be Georgia playing the winner of Ole Miss Tulane.
So Georgia and Ole Miss, you saying?
Hey, you just go discount Tulane like that? That's my
alma mater. I'm just saying. Georgia playing Ole Miss.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I just want to make that.
Although Lane Kiffin not there coaching.
Again, I say Georgia playing Ole Miss again. Basically, what you said.
Some all get to be he get to see what it's like coaching against an SEC team before you get to Florida next year.
That would be fun. He's gonna have to hit the recruiting trail hard because people are jumping in that transfer portal. He got left and right from down there in Florida.
He got a few of them transferring from Tulane.
Again, he's gonna need to hit the recruiting trail.
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And also,
it don't matter. He needs to hit the recruiting trail.
Are we expecting any upsets this weekend? James Madison, Oregon, Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, A&M, and
I think Miami is going to beat A&M.
But is that an upset though?
It is. Oh, remember A&M only lost one game.
Miami started out on a tear this year, though, huh?
Yeah. Yep. But again, A&M only lost one game.
That's true.
At one point, they looked like they were a surefire win, head on in to go to the SEC championship game.
Oh yeah.
And then they lost that game.
Yeah. I don't expect the upset, but I feel like it could be expected that some kind of way.
I just don't understand how a team that loses one can't make the championship game, but a team that lost 2 games.
Exactly. We lost one game outside the conference, one game in the conference.
Yeah.
Some kind of way they're gonna figure out a way to let Alabama win. I don't think it's gonna happen, and I don't see no upsets happening, but some kind of way they always figure out a way to let Alabama sneak.
Well, the problem was the team that they lost to was Georgia. So it made it to where Georgia took their spot, and we beat Georgia. We went to the other spot. But it didn't matter because Georgia ripped up Jersey off. So
who else y'all lost to?
Oh, at the beginning of the season, Florida State. That ain't in the SEC. That ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how many wins LSU got?
You see how tight my eyes is? Mm-hmm.
As tight as them losses that LSU got?
Oh yeah, they took a whole bunch of them. And they should have declined the bowl game too, because it don't matter.
I'm just saying.
But you know, Frank Wilson leaving. Since they decided not to give him the job, he leaving. He going
LSU in the bowl game this year?
LSU they do have a bowl game. It's one of the
Houston.
They're playing in the mayonnaise bowl or something.
They're playing the Kinder's Texas Bowl against Houston.
Houston might get them.
Yeah, okay. But Frank Wilson is going to Ole Miss.
That's crazy work.
To be they running backs coach.
That's diabolical.
He was the running backs coach in LSU.
He was the lifeline.
He was LSU's highway to New Orleans, because everybody from New Orleans know Frank Wilson.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the subject of college football, obviously they suffered a black eye last weekend on the heels of the Sharon Moore Michigan scandal.
That's why the statistician ain't here. He checking on his cousin.
Talk to me how bad it is, and does it set black coaches back?
100 years. It looks. Let me tell you something. I don't know what Michigan got going on up there. That's the second black head coach at a major university in Michigan that done got put out of their job for inappropriate relations with somebody on the staff. I don't know what's going on up there, man. I don't know.
He did it so blatant.
That's
the bad part. Like they knew exactly what he was doing. Like he gave this girl a raise from $54,000 to $92,000. What did she do to deserve this raise?
Did you hear that, or did you see the report that he approached a OnlyFans model who is a Michigan fan and offered her season tickets if they could have a fourth? So he was out here being diabolical, straight diabolical.
Is that what happens when you give so much power over a university to a 31-year-old, regardless of race?
And both of them just like his wife.
I won't say 31-year-old because I don't know if y'all remember this. Back in 2021, when the current head coach now of Ole Miss was the defensive coordinator at Alabama, and we had just won the SEC championship game, and he proceeds to go behind Nick Saban's back while he's interviewing and do the pick up, hug, spin around with 2 cheerleaders and walk off with his arms around their shoulders. Pete Golden's over 31. So
he make me sad that he from Louisiana, y'all. He make me so sad. He make me so
it's almost like you the younger coaches, let's just say younger coaches, not even put an age on it. Younger coaches, some of them are not making good decisions. And they're putting bad optics out here or making horrible decisions.
I think it's these young ladies in college too, because they looking for older men. Because look at Belichick's girlfriend.
Oh no, that's statutory. We ain't doing that.
He was with her before he joined the ranks.
And he picked her up at the bus stop years ago. So
and she was 7, she was probably 16 when he picked her up. She ain't but 19 now.
It just don't feel right. It literally don't feel right when you see him. Like literally, he could be her father.
Dating his great granddaughter.
Yeah, it's right now. College football just looks bad, coaching wise.
What do y'all say when the shoe's on the other foot? They have a 20-year discrepancy between NFL player Cooper DeJean and WWE diva Nikki Bella, who's dating.
That's still nasty. Like, wow.
Well, I mean, let's not forget there was once the Jimmy Garoppolo and Lisa Ann combination that was out here across these streets.
And I mean, it was the what was the boy name that played for Charlotte and when got
you talking about Snacks? You talking about Snacks?
No, Snacks played for New Orleans, fool. I'm talking about the dude that played for Charlotte. He played for Charlotte, and he went got the one chick, Drea Michelle.
Is it Miles?
No, he played for Houston. He played for Houston. My bad. The one that played for
Green.
Oh no, Green. You talking about Green?
The one that played for Charlotte got the girl pregnant, and she immediately was like, "We broke up."
She's in her 40s, and he's 22 or something like that.
All of that is ridiculous, and she did that specifically because she had just ran out of child support for that first child she had.
Need that bag.
I said, "This is
you all need that bag." It's a cruel world out here, man. It's a real cruel world, and I just don't I don't get it. It's too much. It's way too much.
Yeah, I definitely look at them both the same for whether it's a man or a woman doing it. Who you love is who you love, but I mean, stay.
It's the same.
You out here dating somebody that was having sleepovers with your son.
Oh, God, Jesus. What are y'all talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about? How can y'all? What conversations can y'all have?
Exactly. That's when people trying to relive their younger years.
The glory years
is way different. The language ain't even the same. You don't even know what the hell they talking about when they say 6'7". You don't even know what the hell going on.
You damn right, because I have no clue what that shit means. That's all I know. They do this.
Speaking of 6'7", I don't know if Anthony Joshua is actually 6'7" or not. He's taller, but he fights Jake Paul tomorrow night. In what's the next spectacle of boxing?
Exactly.
Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, who just weighed in at under 245 pounds, by the way. Nice. That was the limit that was set in the contract.
Jake Paul
are we expecting Anthony Joshua to be on the take, or are we actually expecting him to beat the crap out of Jake Paul?
Last night, watching the weigh-in, I think he's gonna take this money. It just didn't look. It looked real unsavory.
Right, and that's what everybody thinking. And Jake Paul out here trying to squash the rumors of him fixing fights, but everybody know what you're doing. You and your brother, y'all don't want to get hit for real.
Yeah, so, you fixing fights. That's not even a question at this point. Like literally.
So it's probably I can guarantee y'all people go pay for that fight and y'all gonna be upset because it's not a real fight. It's not gonna be real.
On Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
So
on Netflix.
I'm not even gonna waste my time in trying to watch it. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'll go watch reruns of AEW. I'm not about to put myself through that because you go into it, you think you about to watch a real fight, and it's definitely fixed, and you can tell that it's fixed. It's gonna look like Cena against Gunther.
I gotta apologize. I'm just now seeing these comments on one particular chat.
Davis.
Yeah, no, nothing much other than Marcus Betts wants us to name the top 3 MVPs in order.
Top 3 NFL?
Yeah.
You just made me think about that message we was talking about earlier. I want to know what we was talking about back in 2022 when
who knows
when Betts was talking about I should have bet.
Who knows?
Cowboys lost.
Yeah,
Cowboys definitely lost, and it was amazing. It was an amazing time. I don't know what happened though. They lost to Jacksonville.
To answer Bet's question, I'm still gonna say Phillip Rivers.
What?
I'm gonna put Drake May.
Phillip Rivers?
Not Phillip Rivers. Sorry.
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. Sorry. I'm thinking about old heads, man. I'm sorry. That I don't know why old man River got in my head.
What?
Matthew Stafford. Drake May, and then Josh Allen. Those are my top 3 in that order.
Yeah, you just named mine straight out my head. So, I mean, I said if you want me to, but you just said exactly.
I actually got Bo Nix over May.
Bo Nix.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, I got Stafford. I got Bo Nix, and I got Dakota Prescott at 3.
Yeah, I don't even have him. I have him in my top 5. I don't have him in my top 3.
The team sucks, but Dakota been balling.
He has been balling. He's looked good. Yeah, I got him in my top 5 though.
I'll tell you what, I do hope AJ Brown continues to have big games for the rest of these 3 games. Because when he have a big game, they lose. Y'all be mad at me if y'all want to, but y'all know it's the truth.
It is the truth. It is very much the truth.
The Philadelphia Rolling Tide.
Chef, what you got for us?
Well, since my boys haven't been looking that great, and people talk about the Alabama schedule and their record and whatnot. Who was the last coach to beat Alabama in 3 consecutive meetings? And it happened twice in the same year. The last time.
In the same year.
Not gonna happen the same year.
I'll tell you how. I'll show you how. Go ahead, but give me your guess.
The team beat them 3 different times in 1 year, twice in 1 year. So
No, I didn't say 1 year. I said 3 different meetings.
You said it happened twice in 1 year. That's
no,
what
I said, but it did happen twice in the same year, and I'm gonna show you why. I'll tell you why. Give me a second. But just give me the coach you think has beat Alabama in 3 consecutive meetings. The last coach, that is.
I don't want to play this game no more. I don't know. Nick Saban.
Okay, you're out. Anywho.
I
don't know.
So the reason why I said it happened twice in the same year, it was because it was Les Miles. He beat Alabama 3 years consecutively, and Tommy Tuberville beat them 3 years consecutively. The reason why I said it happened twice because it happened in the same year. We lost to LSU, and then we lost to Auburn at the end of the season. Auburn was the last team, though.
So it was 2 teams that did it, not one coach did it.
Not one coach.
Twice.
That's why I said.
The way you phrased it made it seem like one coach beat them 3 times, twice in 1 year. I'm like, hold up.
Nah, it wasn't that.
Something about your science ain't mathing.
Nah, it's 2 different coaches. Just those 2 coaches just happened to beat the brakes off of us during that period.
I was thinking Les Miles. I was like, I don't care about Les Miles.
Yeah,
but I think Amir and I should both get an extra point because you confused us with that damn question.
Yeah,
well, you gave Nick Saban, so you ain't getting shit.
No, I get a point back because
Amir, I give you a waiver, but he don't care.
You came out with the.
You gave me my own head coach. That don't even compute. Don't understand.
Nick Saban wasn't always Alabama head coach. He did coach LSU.
That didn't count though. He only what, 2 years? 2 years, and he left.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
he left.
He went to.
But yes, that's my good old fashioned useless sports trivia for the night.
Put you in time.
We got NFL football tonight. I think the game of the weekend. We got college playoffs this weekend. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua on Friday. College football all weekend. NFL down to the last 3 weeks, and there's a lot of teams still vying for 2 slots.
They're fighting hard too, boy.
Right. We happy retirement to Bud, man.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford.
That's right.
No, I don't like. No, he'll come back. I'll
He'll be
fight.
back. I think he'll be back too.
Yeah.
We still gotta announce that he retired because
I don't believe it. He just wants more money, which he should. He should be the draw, not a draw.
That's true. So
that's all that really is. I will be with AJ here in a couple of days.
My man,
Jay.
My man, A to the J.
The dinosaur king. The man that will bring Jurassic Park back. He go do it. I know he is.
So,
so
we got JB. Take us out.
Hey,
get us out of here.
Some people like that football, basketball, and baseball. Others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But right here, y'all know all sports matter.
Peace. Thank you.